Okay, y'all, I'm back. So I was saying that I despise lies and liars. You want to know a lot of the people that I attract in my life? Narcissists. Narcissists. I attract I mean, in the workplace, in my friendships, situationships, I attract them motherfuckers like flies. But the last one that I dealt with ended that shit for me. I said, oh no, 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 no. But I attract a lot of narcissists, and if everybody knows what a fucking narcissist is, they know that a narcissist is a goddamn liar. They cannot take accountability for shit. They cannot. They will not. But I done got so fucking good at pointing the motherfuckers out. They can't get within 3 feet, 6 feet of me. Stay over there. I don't even give these motherfuckers my energy no more. That's how good I could pick up on them. A narcissist like is nobody's business. I could pick up on manipulators. Because, don't get me wrong, Geminis can be manipulative, mentally and verbally. They know what to say. They know how to say it. They know who to say it to. These are the communicators. And they are highly intelligent, okay? They got a lot of information. But let's not forget the nature of Gemini. But yeah, so with Gemini being in my 6th house, I ended up having a lot of people, like I had people lie on me from work. Got me in fucking trouble. I done had co-workers lie on me and get me fucking fired. Not fired, but get me in a position where it was just best for me to leave. Because I wasn't fired. It was just get me in a position where it was best for me to leave. I done had co-workers just lie. I done had managers just lie on me. And then when I try to tell the truth about the matter, nobody want to fucking listen. You accusing me. I have the right to defend myself. What the fuck? That's some bullshit. They lied on me to get me out of there. I done had bitches being jealous of me with they man. Jealous that they man want me or talking to me. So they want to start a fucking investigation on me at work. They started a fucking investigation on me because this bitch told him I was messing out. It was a conflict of interest, basically. Because I was messing with someone I shouldn't have been messing with. That's what she was saying. Jealous fucking... Like, what? This is the type of shit that I deal with at work. But y'all want to know one of the main reasons why I deal with these type of people at work? Not just because I got Gemini here, but because, remember I told you Mercury is the lord of Gemini and Virgo. They both have the same Lord. So either way, Mercury was the Lord of this house. So I gotta look to where my Mercury is. That's the type of shit I'm gonna have to deal with. My Mercury's in motherfucking Scorpio. No wonder. The 11th house is your network circles, your social fucking circles, your friends, your organizations. What? Mercury is here. But this the kind of scandalous shit I had to deal with at work. Woo! I had a boss. Like, I had this one manager. Like, I was security. You know, I had a whole different manager. She was just the manager of the fucking place. But my manager was from corporate. So, and I don't know why, but she came at me one day where I really felt like she thought I was her fucking child, or I was one of her associates. Store show associates. No. I am an associate, but my boss is not you. And if he or she gives me a direction outside of what you say, I have to do what they say, not you. And because I follow my boss's direction, because I follow his direction, she gonna say, we ain't making no money. We need to let some more people in here. I said, no, this is around COVID, though. This is around COVID when we first opened, back at the end of the summer, when we opened back up from being closed down from COVID. So we had so many fucking, like, rules and shit, restrictions and stuff we had to make sure it was done. And she trying to make me go against that. Why? Because you the store manager. You ain't my manager. My manager told me to do something else. That's what I'm going to do. So she was trying to get me to let more people in so they could make more money. And I said no, because there's too many people in the store. It's too many people in here. And they're not supposed to go past that point. I'm not letting nobody else in here. I said it's too packed. The store is wrapped around. She gonna say, lower your voice. I said, who you talking to? You are too loud. I said, I don't think you hear yourself. Because I don't think she heard herself. She was just as loud as me. But I guess she thought I wasn't going to go at her like that because she's a store manager. I don't give a damn. My manager told me to do something different. I remember when I told her, because my supervisor told me to make sure that if any of the managers or supervisors had extra keys to the safe, that I was supposed to confiscate them. So I waited till we all had the managers and I had our morning meeting, and I asked them, I said, do any of you guys have extra keys to the safe? Everybody look on their keychain. No. I said, because if there are any extra keys, I am to confiscate them. So she gonna say, I don't like how you asked that. I said, what? Just like that. I said, what? What did you understand? I mean, what was the problem with what I said? I don't like the way you said that. You sound real aggressive, real assertive. I said, aren't I supposed to be assertive? Aren't I security? I'm supposed to have confidence in what the hell I say. What? And it's crazy because one of the other managers is in the back laughing. Oh my gosh. Like, what the fuck you mean? She's security. Why wouldn't she be assertive? But the point is, these the type of bosses I ended up with. And I think it's because, yes, I do have an alpha personality. I do think I'm highly intelligent because I am. But I also know how to lead people. And I don't need to be fucking dictated and directed and trained and all this other shit because I know how to manage people. I don't know. But outside of that, I talked about a lot. Another thing about Gemini is that they can use their words to tear you down. I've been told that. Sometimes when I'm upset with somebody, I can cut deep with what I say. You know, I had somebody say basically that it's the way that I speak to them. Like the way that I speak to them that gets to them. I have a tendency when I'm upset, I get very, that's when I get, okay. I'm glad I'm getting to that point because also remember with Gemini in my 6th house, that means opposite of my 6th house is my 12th house, which is Sagittarius. So when you're not getting 6th house energy, you're getting that energy. Okay, because something you're doing is opposing me, like it's going against me. And that's how I look at my chart. Like when something is going against me, I have to look to that 12th house. Woo. When you get me upset and fired up, basically, because you done played on my intelligence, I ain't backing down. Like, unless you leave me alone. Because a lot of times I need to be isolated to handle whatever fuck is going on. I need to have time to myself so I can think and calm the fuck down. But if you try to infringe on me isolating myself, that's when we're going to have a bigger problem. I don't have to walk out on bosses, supervisors, going at it because they want to keep running their mouth. I asked them, can I do something, remove myself from the situation? I saw it escalating, so I attempted to de-escalate it, and that they didn't like that I was trying to basically take control of the situation for myself. And so they tried to get in the way of that. I walked the fuck out. Because not only do I got Sagittarius in the 12th house, I got Uranus in the 12th house. So I'm damn near daring you to do something. Because one thing about my Jupiter and my Mars in the 1st house, like I said, I'm going to warn you. You're going to know what I'm going to do before I do it. So when I asked you to leave, I asked you because that was the right thing to do. I asked you, can I be excused? Because I need to calm down and I need to. No. So you told me no. Now you got to get the other side of me. Remember, Gemini are the twins. You gonna get one side or you gonna get the other side. Sometimes you get both. But one thing about me, you get a lot of people when they're at work, they can tell when I get upset because my words get real concise. I'm enunciating everything real direct. Like you could tell, I just don't give a fuck. It's almost like I blank out. I not blank out, but I don't care. It goes straight from I care to I don't care. For work environments that I have, though. Another thing is that, you know, with Gemini here, we need flexibility. Like a regular 9 to 5 usually doesn't work well with us because I can't tell you how many of those jobs that I had, and I'm not at either one of them now. It's just it's a lot. You can find that Gemini switch their jobs a lot, or they have more than one job, like me. So it's like or a more than one income. They you know, it's better for them to be doing their own thing in the way they want to do it. Because like I said, Gemini doesn't do too well with being scheduled when it's in this house. Like it's having a daily routine has to be out of the norm for Gemini. I don't know if that made sense, but I hope it did. um Also, I have Chiron. I have my Chiron in Gemini. So, with Chiron being here, you know, Chiron is considered the wounded healer. Chiron is not a planet, it's an asteroid. So, Chiron basically represents the inner child, the wounded inner child in all of us. It would have been something that you were wounded with in your early years that you have to work to overcome. But because you probably will never heal from it because it's a scar that's so deep, you never heal from it. You still have anxiety because this is also the house of anxiety. The sixth house is the house of anxiety. Well, Gemini and Virgo both have anxiety or nerve related. I think it's more Gemini, but don't quote me. But with Chiron being here, that means that you were wounded through your communication some kind of way. Somebody silenced you. You felt like your voice was never heard. When you tried to tell people what was going on, it's like they didn't understand or they refused to admit the truth, and it did something to you. Because remember, I said Geminis are truth seekers, fact finders. Like this is what they do, even at a young age, even though they don't really know why. But it gets to them when somebody. So I grew to be somebody who, once that was done to me, and I told y'all about that particular situation when I was talking about, I think, I don't know if it was the first or second house, but that particular event, when I said it took away my innocence, like that's what happened. Is I watched somebody walk in while a predator was attacking me, and as an adult, you were charged with being responsible for me. So I expected you to take care of this predator, and you did nothing. Regardless of what I said or what my sister said, you did nothing. So after that, I believe that was when, and I could be wrong, but I will say that's when I became conscious of me saying something and expecting something, but getting the opposite. That's probably when I became conscious of it. I probably was unconscious of this very same thing prior to that, because I was always quiet. I didn't say a lot. I didn't cry a lot. I wasn't that active. I was just there. And even when people started praying on me from the church, like, I didn't talk. So, oh goodness, get on out of here. But yeah, so if you got Chiron here, it means that you could have been criticized for the way you talk. You could have been criticized for what you said. And I had this when I was in school. I can remember getting bullied or talked about after saying something, or maybe having a conversation and not really knowing what's going on, or it's just I felt like me being heard didn't matter. So I had to find another way of being seen or being heard. Hold on. I'll be right back.